Hello, I'm Patrick Wanis, Human Behaviour and Relationship Expert, PhD. How effectively do you listen? Do you even recognise the significance of listening? Well, one woman realised or learned the hard way that if you don't listen, you can easily be made a fool of. This reporter, journalist from HLN, interviewed a man by the name of Jon Hendren, asking him for his comments about Edward Snowden now that Edward Snowden is on Twitter. But she didn't listen. She didn't listen carefully to his responses, and instead she let him complete his sentences and thought, and then asked the next rehearsed, prepared or scripted question. Meanwhile, the man being interviewed, Jon Hendren, decided to make very clear, blatant, specific and direct references not to Edward Snowden, but rather to Edward Scissorhands.
There is classified information out there that John Oliver was referring to that was released that could have feasibly harmed people. Do you think Snowden's actions were worth that risk?
Well, to say that he couldn't harm somebody, with what he did, like he could, absolutely he could have. But I think to cast him out, to make him invalid in society, simply because he has scissors for hands, that's so strange, because people didn't get scared until he started sculpting shrubs into dinosaur shapes and whatnot.
All right, well, now Snowden's living in Russia. Chris Zapp tweeted this: "Dear Edward Snowden."
Notice here where he actually even goes as far as saying Edward Scissorhands is a hero. He even says, for example, well, it's not his fault just because he was created at the mountaintop by Vincent Price and was given scissors for hands and no heart.
Listen, some people say it's hypocritical that Snowden has asylum in Russia. Russia has a lot of human rights violations.
Well, yeah, casting him out is just completely wrong. We're treating him like an animal, like somebody who should be quarantined and put away. Just because he was created on top of a mountain by Vincent Price and incomplete with scissors for hands and no heart, Edward Scissorhands is a complete hero to me.
But what about the choice that he made to live in a country like Russia?
And yet this reporter, this journalist, this host wasn't listening. Now, we could easily say, you know what, he made a fool of her. That's true. She also disrespected him because she interviewed him and she didn't listen to his answers. And here is the key point. Listening is critical. If you want to make someone feel important, someone feel significant and special in your life, listen to them. Give them your full attention. Listen to them attentively. Listen to them free of distractions. Even repeat back to them their phrases. You see, we disrespect people when we don't listen to them because we're saying, what you're telling me, your thoughts, your opinions, your words are irrelevant to me. Too often in conversations, someone will just let the other person complete their sentence and then make their point or ask the next question. We need to listen, because when you listen to someone else, you're saying, you matter to me. And what you think, what you feel, what your opinions are, what your perspectives are truly important to me. In fact, Mary Kay Ash, who created the famous Kay Cosmetics empire, or Mary Kay empire, said, imagine that when people are walking around, there's a sign on their forehead that says, make me feel important. You can make the people in your life, whether it's your husband, your wife, your children, your friends, or even colleagues and other people in business, make them feel important by listening to them attentively. If you'd like to learn more about how to listen and to maybe develop your listening skills, go to my website, patrickwanis.com, and go to my blog and put in the search word, listen. For patrickwanis.com, I'm Patrick Wanis.